Hello, hello. Welcome back to Math Made Possible. I believe I can. I am your teacher, Miss Howard. I'll be teaching 5th grade Illustrative Math, Unit 6, Lesson 2 summary, using exponents to show powers of 10. Again, this is a summary. It's not meant to replace the full lesson. It is also not meant to replace you being in school. That is how, as teachers, we're able to see if you're understanding the material or not. So we do request that you do show up to school so that you can get a full understanding of the lesson. We're going to begin here with our first number. Well, how do you say this number? Well, we take a look at it and we know from our place value chart that this 1 is in the millions place. So this is 1 million. Well, how do we represent 1 million? Go ahead and make a big box right here. We can represent it 3 other ways. We represent it as the word 1 million. Another way we could represent it as factors of 10. Well, how many times would I multiply 10? If I multiply 10 times 10, that would give me, oh, I forgot my multiplication sign. 10 times 10, that would give me 100. And then we times 10 again. That would give me 1,000. And then we multiply 10 again. That would give me 10,000. Let me move my 10,000 down to the next line. And then we multiply 10,000 by 10 again. That would give me 100,000. And then we multiply 100,000 by 10 again. And that would give us our answer of 1 million. You can also see this represented as 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. And that's basically what is represented right here. And this is just another way to say 1 million. Now, our last way that we could represent it, if we didn't want to type all those tens, or if we didn't want to write all of those zeros, we could write it as 10 to the power of, and I want to make note here that my students, when you see this little caret, and know it in our ELA class, that is the insert grammar symbol. However, this is going to represent exponents in math. So 10, or a power symbol, 10 to the power of 6. And why do we say that? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. You're multiplying 10 times 10, or the factor of 10, 6 times. And you could also see it represented here. Okay? Hopefully that helps. 10 to the power of 6. Let's exit our drawing. Our next one, now this is how you will see it on tests. 10 to the power of 3. Again, if you're typing your answer, you would use that little caret. And we, as teachers, we can show you how to find that on your computer at school. All right, so let's see what this represents. Well, what does 10 to the power of 3 represent? Again, going back to our example from before, that would equal 10 times 10. And that would equal 100. But guess what? It says times 10 again. So that would equal 1,000. And if you look at our number 1,000 here, our value, we see that there are 3 zeros. That's also the power is 3. Let's go down to our next one. And what I want you to do right here is I want you to pause the video and see if you can come up with the same answer. Okay, so we start with 10 times 10. This is another way to write it. Times 10 times 10. And again, going from our previous understanding, we've written out 4 factors of 10 to match the number 4 right here. Well, that would also tell us that we should have 4 zeros, because 10 times 10 equals 100. Let me go ahead and type that so you could see it as well. 10 times 10 equals 100 times 10. We knew from before that equaled 1,000. And then times 10 again, that would equal 10. Ooh, what did I do? 10,000. Let's put our equal sign right here. All right, hopefully you came up with the same value. All right, let's go down to our next one. Well, you know what? I guess I'm going to go ahead and type out 7 because it says 10 to the power of 7. So I'll go ahead and type out 10 7 times. And I want you to notice how it just makes life a little bit like I wish I could get to it quicker, right? Well, again, that's the beautiful point of writing to the power of 7. You don't have to type out these 10 times 10 times 10 all over and over again. Let's see, let's count them up and double check. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more times 10. All right, well, what does that equal? Well, let's go ahead and see that. We type out, if we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros, that means in our answer, we should also have 7 zeros. Let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hopefully you came up with the same answer. All right, that is our video for today, our review lesson. We thank you so much for watching. If you still have any questions, again, please go ahead and type in Illustrative Math, Grade 5, Unit 6, Lesson 2 in YouTube. And you could also search up how to write powers of 10. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for our video. This helps our channel. And hopefully our material here helped you understand it just a little bit better. I look forward to seeing you soon on the next one. Take care.